So, before we get into today's quick review of a couple themes I showed you in one of my last haul videos, I figured I'd show you guys that I'm working on some paintings right now. And yeah, you'll see that in the future, believe me. Now, onto the video. Hello and welcome again there. And now, this recording came back days later because I went through a week of real bad misty weather there, waiting it out to try to do some good recording and pictures and videos for what I have coming up still with my indigenous and artist videos. But in the meantime, I'll get to you about what I have here in hand to show you there. And as you can, well, you maybe can't see, but I am currently occupying my parents' kitchen there to do my painting there because there's so much more room to do that in here than it is in my room. Now I'm afraid of getting all my display painted over, but back to this review here quickly, and I have these two here to show ya. Mafex figures. Now, I'll talk about her first there because she's the one I'm most afraid of I had to handle there because she came broken, and I'll clarify that quickly here. And that is because I bought these two here as a 2-package deal there loose online there from Josh Pence there. If you didn't catch my Pence haul pack video there I made a little while back there. And yeah, and I kind of really like these figures for what they are. They're really nice. Very posable figures there. And yeah, and some of the things that she comes with, and now I don't have everything, but some of the things that she comes with is another pair of goggles here. And that's so you can take this one off and slap this one on, because as you can see, those ones point up and make her look like Catwoman. And then, if you want to, I'll quickly see if I can do this without breaking it. And yeah, as you can see, you can now push them down and cover her eyes with it, which is really cool and sweet, which I will probably do that every so often when I don't display her with these visors pointing up to look like cat ears there, because that's actually really rad, because you know she's a thief / spy figure in the movie there. And by the way, I really thought Anne Hathaway did a good job portraying this Catwoman figure, because I mean, just look at that. If you ask me, they did really good portraying this figure there. And now, the reason I got these two in a package deal is mainly because of her, is because she came broken. And yeah, because of that, she started with one broken hand. And then it continued on to me retrieving it there. And then, yeah, I was looking it over, I broke another hand. It's like, ah. Then after that, I broke her arm. And then I broke, actually, was it this one or this one? Oh, this one here, because if you can catch it real vaguely there, maybe in the light, I had to super glue that piece back together there, because I broke that while I was handling it, which is annoying. But you know, I don't mind it, because now she's stiff-handed and figured and armed right there now. I even just pull this hand off here quickly to show you the kind of fixing I did for her hand there. But doesn't really matter because she's going to be kind of the background sexy character I'm going to have for my collection now. And just kind of quickly show you the pegs that I had to work with to fix with her. Just tiny little thing right there. And there's the peg end. Now, to go on to the main prize of this haul. Batman. Now, he was main reason why I decided to get this 2-pack haul there. I almost got a Heath Ledger Joker to complete this trio anyways, but I'm pretty happy to at least buy these two to get him at least, because this figure is phenomenal, like phenomenal. I'll quickly show you some of the things that he came with, because they both came in Ziploc bags kind of like this with loose hands and figures there. Other than that, you get a second Batman head there, and if you can catch it just there in the light a bit, you see that he has a little bit of teeth showing for some reason, like, I don't know. It's a little weird. I don't know what that is about, but I'll use his spare head real quickly here to kind of show you articulation of the head, because this is phenomenal. Because as you can see right there, there's a ball right there, but also way down at bottom right there, you kind of see a pivot point there, just so it moves around in there. And at the same time, with the neck here as well, see if I can catch it here, it's like, it also moves as well, so you can get this phenomenal head and back and sideways rotation with this figure. It's kind of ridiculous. It's like, Now, other than that, Batman here also came with this little rifle here. And if I remember correctly, I think this is the rifle he uses to shoot those little explosive pucks or whatever in the movie there, because he's running around with the thing. It's pew, pew, pew. It's one of my favorite movies. I could watch that trilogy quite a bit over and over again. Now, other than that, Batman also came with one little battery in there, but also at the same time, he comes with little hands here that you can put the battery in here. Just give me a second. I mean, look at that. It holds a battery. Let me just quickly put it on his hand here to show you what that looks like, because it's actually really freaking cool. It's kind of like, I'll show you that in a bit. It's kind of like that. It's like, look at that. Like, I'm gonna throw my batarang at you, and it's gonna hit you. Now, as I'm popping this shoulder piece armor on, I'll show you this pretty cool piece of articulation as well. Because you see there's a little ball right there, and if you look in there, that's where you attach it on, and it just pops on kind of like that. The idea with that is so you can lift his arm up, and then you can put armor plate in place there, so it looks very worth it and in place. Like, it's made to look like that with his piece of body armor in place, compared to, like, say, a Mythic Legions or Black Series figure here. These Mafex figures are cool. Now, other than that, for another gizmo he has his grappling gun there on his utility belt there as well. And I'll quickly show you how pop that off. And yeah, and it swivels so you can move that around in his articulation and posing as well. And yeah, notice his grappling gun right there. And now I've never noticed this before in the movie, so I don't seem to remember it, but there's two of these little grappling hook things here, and it's just like, I don't remember that, but I'll admit it's been a little while since I watched these movies, but you can take that and just put it in his holster there. Usually it's a lot easier than this. There we go. And yeah, as you can see, it holds it pretty good in place there. Quickly pull his other hand off here and put his punchy fisty on. Other than that, the next scene I want to show you is his cape here. Because if you catch it right along here and here and here, 4 wires in total, you can use this wire to kind of just form it in place for what, oh, there goes one of his shoulder shields again there, to fold it into place there, so you can do these really cool poses kind of like that. And it's really sweet, I must say. Now that's a constant annoyance with the shields there. I'm even going to leave that one off for now. Just kind of show you the rest of this articulation that this scene can do there, because as I showed you earlier, crazy head rotation up and down, side to side. His arms here have the little butterfly joint in there as well, and a great ball pivot is joint, or whatever you call it, and it's double elbow jointed there as well, as you can see. And these ninja blades here are sweet as well. And 360 on hands, and that little shoulder plate, the ball there like I showed you earlier. Just a 2-piece ab, but with the way this figure is, it does really good for posing, and a lot of that. Double knee. Oh, looks like the other shoulder pad jumped off. Can kick himself in the ass pretty good right there. Utility belt, great design and detail on that thing there. Oh, that was his gun actually. And other than that, this is probably my 3rd or 4th figure with this kind of articulation, is this little toe articulation there. And I kind of see the benefit in that when you do knee in poses kind of like this there, and you can use that toe to anchor himself there. Now she doesn't come with that there because she has these high heels down bottom there. Other than that, I'll just quickly say that I got these two as a 2-pack there, and they're not complete. But with what I got in hand here, and I think I'm missing the 2 unmasked heads for both these figures there, and a handgun for Catwoman here. But other than that, these figures are complete with what they have of so far, and it would be like 70-80% complete, I would say. And I got both of them basically for the price of what I would have paid for this figure, and in box complete with everything. And I think I'm missing another gun and another batarang for Batman here, along with this unmasked head there. But phenomenal deal. I'm glad I found some of these deals like I do online now. And that'll be it for this review there. I hope you guys really enjoy it, because I just did it on the fly and it's my first review. And I'll catch you guys in my next one. You have a good night. Bye.